everybody? It is Derek, aka Mr. Shred, with Masters of Shred, your #1 source for all your daily Shredtacular content. And guess what? Talking Shred is back. You can't keep a good show down, especially when you are the #1 Shred-based interview series on all of YouTube. Maybe not yet, but we're getting there. So, 2020 has been a crazy year, and I am happy to say we are back in live, in person, with a very, very special player. This player, to me, and probably a lot of you will agree, she has this unmatched fluidity with her phrasing and her technical prowess that has honestly earned her the title, the Empress of Shred, on Masters of Shred. But truth be told, gender has nothing to do with it, because when you are on Masters of Shred, you are on that platform because you're the best at what you do. And if you weren't, you wouldn't be there. And what do we do here? We acknowledge good Shredtacular talent. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Shred enthusiasts, please welcome the mighty Alyssa Day.
Wow, what an intro. Alright. Gotta follow that. Oh, I'm not
That was fun. I got that. See why she's here now? You understand if you didn't understand before. Now you get it. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for coming on the show live in person. Talking Shred is back for season God knows what number. I don't know anymore, but this is going to be possibly the best one yet. And we're kicking it off with Alyssa Day, who's been probably one of the fastest rising Shred stars on social media, or at least if you ask me, some of you guys, you've seen the numbers your posts do. So, how the hell have you been? How's 2020 been treating you? Or we're out of that, but how did it treat you?
Yeah, thank God we're not in 2020 anymore. It was very strange. Really strange. I don't know. Like you said, I kind of got a little bit more notoriety online, I guess, but it felt like everything stood still at the same time. So it was very, bittersweet for me, because I really wanted to tour and stuff in 2020, like the end of 2020. Obviously that wasn't going to happen for anybody, but yeah, I don't know. It was a decent year. Like, when things happen to you online, it doesn't feel like it's happening to you in real life. You know, like if you get some more followers, I'm gonna put a pic down. If you get some more followers, it's like, okay, but like, what am I actually doing? Like, I don't know. That's the way I feel, at least. It doesn't.
Followers are life. I mean, people's value is determined on their followers. If you're under 10K, then I don't want to be you.
That's the thing. Wow. You really have to try to detach your self-worth from the amount of followers you have, I guess. Not saying that I don't appreciate every single person who gives a shit about me, because honestly, I'm shocked that anybody does. But yeah, no, it was a crazy, weird, bittersweet year, to answer your question.
Would you say that your approach to guitar has changed due to the circumstances?
Yeah. It changes all the time, though, quite honestly. But
maybe different influences and stuff like that, or...
Yeah, I discovered a lot of new people, because I just had the time to, go down rabbit holes on the internet, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know, my style, that sounds pretentious. I don't know, it's constantly changing and being influenced by different things.
Who were some of the artists you discovered last year that you had gone under your Shredar?
Oh man, this is such a tough question, because there's just so many people, and names kind of evade me right now. I got really into not metal stuff as well. Okay. Because obviously metal has been my entire life, since I was a kid. So I was pretty steeped, not steeped.
You were a seasoned metalhead.
Yeah, yes. There we go.
Okay.
I don't know. I started listening to a lot of jazz-oriented stuff, and I don't know how you would even classify it, electronic jazz Genres are weird these days. I don't know, but
Yeah.
but anyway, my style of playing has become like largely influenced by that because I just love the melodies and like the phrasing of that kind of stuff. And if you blend it with like the power and like rawness of metal and rock, it creates something super cool in my opinion.
But I think we're going to hear and see a little bit of possibly later on this year, which we'll get to. So to get to there, I think we get to take it back a little bit because this is kind of like your I don't know if you would call it a homecoming in a way. I don't know. I mean, this is an in-person interview with Alyssa today. We're going to give the audiences who may not be familiar, which pretty sure you guys for the most part are pretty familiar at this point, but kind of take it back to the beginning. So I mean, we asked, you guys had a lot of questions, and some of the biggest questions and the most asked questions are, how old were you when you started to play, and what the hell made you want to pick up your guitar and then tear it up like this?
Oh man. So, like, whenever people ask me this, I try not to go into a really long story, but when I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6, my uncle, kind of like as a hobbyist, played guitar, but he had this vintage, well, yeah, I guess you would classify that as vintage, this 12-string Martin from like 75 or something,
Yeah.
and it just sounded so beautiful. And I remember he like pulled it out to play like a Beatles song or something like that, you know, something that uncles play. And,
We're always
yeah,
always knowledgeable on the Beatles and the classics.
they always know the Beatles. That's
Everybody knows the Beatles, so legendary.
yeah.
Those guys, everything.
But he started just playing some chords, and I was just like, oh my god, music can sound like that? That is incredible.
On a 12-string too.
It is a
sounds
12-string, yeah.
angelic.
So,
Heavenly.
yeah, I was just like mesmerized by that sound. So, fast forward like a couple years later, I lived in New York when I was that age, and then I moved to Florida, and my mom was like, all right, dude, you have to do something. Like, you like get a hobby. You can't just like sit around and be doing nothing like you're doing right now. I was like, you know, young, but I was like saying no to everything. I was like, I don't want to play a sport. I don't want to do that. I don't do that. And I was like, and she's like, well, something. I was like, I want to play guitar. And so that Christmas, she got me a guitar. It was like a $50 guitar from Walmart or something. Like,
First act?
no, I don't even know the brand. Like, it was that shitty. Like, the string spacing was even, like, not even...
I never understood why, like, if you're learning how to play guitar for the first time, they make guitars that are so not friendly and would never encourage you to want to continue playing. You'd be, like, discouraged rapidly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but I didn't know any different. I was like, oh, this is how guitar is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Make it easier as you get better. Like,
yeah.
That makes it easier for you.
Yeah. So, anyway, I just, like, from that age, I kind of knew that, like, guitar was going to be my thing. Because I had no interest in anything else. I was just like, well, let's you know, do this guitar thing. But yeah, then I started taking it a lot more seriously when I was like 11, 12 and started, you know, taking lessons and stuff. But yeah, ever since like age 10, 11, I was like, yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to play guitar. That's it.
Was there a particular player that you saw maybe live or in a music video, and you said, wow, I want to be that person doing that?
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Well, who comes to mind?
Honestly, Satriani was one of them. Andy Timmons was another. John Petrucci.
And this is all around 10, 11 years old?
Yes.
You were watching any of these guys?
Yeah, I got this awesome guitar teacher. I really lucked out and got the coolest guitar teacher ever. And he was like, you should check these people out. Because he saw that I was like really like into guitar, and he was like, you need to discover this and that. And so he was like, check out Joe Satriani, check out John Petrucci, blah, 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 like the whole list of all those amazing players. And I was like, oh my god, what is this? And like my mind was blown, and I was like, this is all I ever want to do. This is so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much that whole list right there.
So, okay, so you now inspired, you have a guitar, you're taking lessons, and then, if I understand this right, you actually went to go study music. Right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. So I was a huge fuck up in school, and I skipped class all the time, and I was failing everything, and I would skip class literally to go to the band room and play guitar. And I was like, I'm not going to college, like, this is stupid. I was like, kind of like this punk ass kid who like who was like ruining their life. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, oh my god, like I have to do something with my life. Like I can't just like play my guitar and expect things to go well and like be successful at this. I mean, I played a lot, but I was like, oh, I gotta actually like take this seriously. So I did a 180, got my GPA up, and did all this like, you know, community service bullshit, whatever. Got the scholarships.
Never a fan of community service hours. So let's gotta get kids on the right foot. Teach them how to do work for free.
Yeah.
Real world, not so much. I don't know.
Unless you're a musician, then you're going to be working for free.
Right, there you go. That's it, exactly.
So it conditioned me perfectly to expect nothing. But
sad but true, the reality of it's not always like that.
Not always. I don't know what I'm doing with money.
Early on, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. I'm not the person to ask. But anyway, I did a 180, and I was like, okay, what school do I want to go to? And I really just only wanted to go to Rollins. I know, like, non-Florida people won't know that school, but there's a school called Rollins, and it was like a pretty well-known school for its music program, I guess. And they were like very open and modern with their music program, so I was like, I want to go there. I had zero backup plan, and I went to audition there. And I was so nervous because I was like, this is it. Like, I'm going to be a loser the rest of my life if I don't make this. And so I was like all nervous, and I feel like I bombed my audition. But I ended up getting in, obviously. But yeah, it was awesome. I really lucked out with guitar teachers because my mentor, I guess, like my guitar professor there at Rollins, you might know of him. His name's Bobby Coble. He was in the band Death. He was on the Symbolic record. Phenomenal player. Just like the most well-rounded player I've ever heard. Like insane jazz chops, insane metal chops. Just such an open-minded player, can do anything. Really nice guy, like really grounded, down-to-earth guy. But anyway, yeah, so that made my playing so much better. He was also like very tough on me, like almost made me cry in the middle of class sometimes, like, but I needed that. So anyway, like the teachers there were very hard on you, which I loved, you know, like it really got me out of my comfort zone and made me realize how not special I was, and or to at least tap into whatever special thing you had. But it was really awesome. I really didn't have like a... Sorry, am I talking too much?
You're not talking enough, honestly.
Okay, well...
Keep this going.
Okay, we'll keep going. Sometimes if I'm talking for like more than a minute straight, I'm like, they gotta be annoyed.
No, I'm not annoyed.
Okay. But anyway, I didn't have like a typical college experience or anything. Like all of my free time was in the practice room because, you know, I played upright bass, and you have to play piano. You have to learn how to play piano to some extent. So, and then obviously like guitar was the thing. So I was just always in a practice room. But if I didn't go to school for music, it would have been, you know, I would not have gotten my ass kicked in the way that I did. And I'm very grateful for that. So anyway, yeah.
So school actually taught you a lot, and I think you can tell you were at school because you're very versatile on the instrument, and your proficiency definitely shows more than you get out of probably a tablature book. Not saying there aren't a lot of people that can just like smoke like that out of the gate, but for everybody else, you gotta really step it up your game to get to that level. I think it definitely shows with your playing that you did that.
Wow, I mean, like, I don't know how to react whenever people compliment me like that because I'm just like, oh, I'm just like a 10-year-old who can play better than me.
Let's talk about that. How do you react when the king of smooth, Shredmaster Supreme, damn it, George Lynch. George Lynch. I'm wearing George Lynch on my shirt right now, Freddie Bigger. No, Joe Satriani comes to you reaches out to you to play on one of his tracks last year. So it wasn't all doom and gloom 2020. We got some really good stuff. I mean, as you guys know, content was in abundance. But when that broke, what are you thinking? You get a call from Joe Satch, Mr. Satch.
I really didn't think it was real when I got the email. I got an email from his manager first.
Okay.
But he was like, hey, Satch really likes your playing and would like you to do this thing. And I was like, this is fake. I'm going to respond anyway, just in case it's not fake. But I was like, there's no fucking way. And so I responded. And then he's like, oh, awesome, cool. Here's the thing. Here's what you got to do, blah, blah, blah. And then later on, like, Joe actually messages me himself and, says, Joseph Satriani. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening right now? This is insane. But yeah, that was really cool. I can't believe that he even knows who I am, to be honest.
Well, let's be real here. You did a great video for him, but you were also amongst some really high-profile players. I mean, we got Steve Vai.
Yeah.
Bumblefoot.
Yeah. When they sent like the teaser video to everybody, I was like, what the Steve Vai is in this? What am I doing here? What the It was just mind-blowing. I don't know. And I'm going to seem really stupid if I say I'm just going to say it, because why not? So, like, when his manager sent me the email, and, like, the directions for the thing, he was like, yeah, just, maybe I shouldn't be saying it. I'm going to say it anyway. He was like, make it casual, just like a quick solo over his backing track and, cell phone video. Just make it, like fun, casual. So you see my videos, usually they're all like done up and there's lighting and stuff and like, depth of field with the camera sometimes. And so I was like, okay, cool. Just like casual phone clip. That's probably what this is going to be. So I like kind of like lessened my video quality and just got like cell phone audio, and then I see the teaser and then there's fucking 3 Steve Vais there with like all this like effects and
that's right.
I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, you know why? Because you had to make everybody else look good. Oh,
Yeah.
did he say that? You guys don't know. I'm busting your chops. They're all great players.
Anyway, I was like super embarrassed about that when I like saw myself in the middle of all these players, and I was like, oh my God, mine's the worst one. I was like, I could have done better, guys. I just didn't know. But
it was a great, incredible performance, though.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was amazing, and that was because Joe Satriani put 3 albums together, right? And then stripped them down to just backing tracks, and was promoting them so that you could go buy the album and or the whole collection, and then solo over them. And that's one of the best parts about it. This thing came in a JS. I'll play this right. I think it's JS 1000. Is that the Japanese model or not? Or the 100 one? It's a signature model, but he had a USB drive that had everything in it, and you could plug his iPads into your computer. Did you get one of those USBs?
Oh God! Again, I'm gonna look so stupid. I was going to, and I forgot to send them my shipping address, and then too much time passed, and I was like, I can't ask for this again.
What if you asked, or I can ask for you, and I just give my shipping address?
I
would really like that.
Yeah,
that would work.
We can give it a shot.
I'll reach out on your behalf.
It's very embarrassing to be like, hey, remember that thing a year ago? No?
You got any more of those USB drives just kind of laying around?
Just laying around there?
A couple maybe, you know, some friends and family, maybe 10 or 15 of them, right, something like that. Still a huge accomplishment. I mean, your career is just like ballooned, and when you got that, I saw that when it came on my feed, I'm like, holy shit. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's nothing small feat. I mean, I think you were the only one in your class to do that. I don't know if there was other players. I don't know if Laurie Basilio, did she do one?
She was on there too, yeah.
She did, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're in really good company with that. I mean, that's huge.
I didn't belong on the list. Like,
I think
it was incredible players, like incredible players. And incredible
Joe saw you, but Masters of Shred sees in you.
Thanks, man. Like, it really is awesome how much you support up and coming people. Like, I really can't thank you enough for just like doing what you do.
It's my pleasure. We recognize talent here. Okay, guys? Take that however you want to. Also, I can't post to everybody because it's a one man here that has to go through every video, so it just gets very tiring. But if your video stands out and you got the chops and you can hang with everybody else on the page, when I say you can hang, I got videos of Ingve there. You can hang with Ingve and Vi and Satch and Alyssa. You're gonna probably get featured, and I would love to spread the word about you. But make sure you can hang them. I may get this out because I think I'm gonna piss people off with that. Well, maybe I'll leave it in. Don't know. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Last time I saw you was at NAMM.
Yeah.
2019. You played at the ISP booth.
Thanks for bringing that shit up.
We're talking about that. NAMM's a very hard thing to navigate. It's very hard to hear yourself playing, performing. It's too damn loud.
Yeah, it's way too loud. Oh my god, yeah. Before we started rolling here, we were talking about... I forgot how we got on that subject, but I basically told him that it was like the most embarrassing performance of my life. And so he brought it up.
The names were very tricky. I don't want to talk about the ISP booth performance. I thought it was really good. What you need to know about is I saw the Jackson booth. Was that when you first got this, Jackson?
No, this is my oldest one actually.
Really?
I love it. No, I got... Okay, I can't remember the model. I don't remember anything. I don't remember how old I am. You can ask him. Like, I literally can't remember anything. But I got this one like the year before or 2 years before, something like that.
Oh shit! Okay.
But yeah.
But you became an official Jackson artist at that show, right? Or were you before?
Before, yeah.
No kidding.
Like either a year before or 2 years before.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, like they really took a chance on me.
Those will get panned out, right?
Hopefully we go up from here.
What the hell? Hold on. You know, this is why you don't do this on a live call. Hold on. Let me... God. Hello?
We're sorry. Your call
hey guys.
has dialed.
Yeah,
Check the number and dial again.
Well, yeah, remember, we're shooting Talking Shred, and you guys don't call when we're shooting an interview. Can I call you later? No. You need to know right now? Okay. Hold on a second. This is Jackson on the line. They want to know what you want your signature guitar to look like.
Definitely blue. That's all I got.
So it's going to look like this?
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Somebody give a call.
You just told them I'm Jackson
Yeah, we don't
guitar.
have to do that.
Oh, man.
They were all excited. They're going to do something more out there. So your signature model guitar would be blue.
I really gotta get a different color at some point, though, because they're literally all blue. But I love blue. It'll probably be blue. Not that I'm in line to get a signature model.
Are you trying to match your eyes with the guitar color?
I guess so. That might be why.
Color coordination a little bit?
Color coordination, yeah.
But it's going to ostracize people that don't have blue eyes.
Oh, you're right. It's discriminatory.
They're going to kill everybody.
Shit.
Okay.
Didn't think about that.
Same body style, you want to go with like a Kelly or what's that called? The Monarch? Like the Les Paul, I think that Marty Friedman's got.
I actually, when I was a kid, I think this is also bad to say, but I'm just going to say anything, I guess, today. When I was my first electric guitar that I got was a knockoff of the Jackson Warrior, you know, that Warrior shape.
Yes.
It was brandless. There was no brand on the headstock. I got it for like $100 on eBay. Some relative of mine got it for me because I asked them and I was like 10. But yeah, that was like my first guitar was some wild.
And you took that to school with you?
I literally took that to school with me in middle school jazz band. I really did.
I have a feeling if we went to the same high school, we'd be best friends.
We
If I saw a girl with that guitar, I'd be like, what? You play that good? You got that guitar?
Back then, that was not like a selling point.
No, you wouldn't. Listen, people, Shred just became relevant again. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Since I started this page, I'm not going to take all the credit. I'll just take the majority of it, okay? Listen, people back in the day, I grew up at a different time than you did in high school. We were kind of similar, early 2000s for me. Shred was not cool. You were not cool. You were treated like crap if you shredded and you were made fun of. That was just me. I was rocking Kramer's, Richie Sambora shit, loud Van Halen striped guitars. People were like, what's that? Why does he play that 80s crap? You would get that. So you're opening up a Jackson Warrior, right?
Yeah, knockoff of one, but yeah.
But the body style was so in your face and loud. It's not your Strat.
It was obnoxious. It was amazing.
So that says a lot.
Oh,
you guys are very privileged to be growing up in this era for all you young bucks and gals out there in high school now. You don't know the struggles of shredders back in the day.
No idea.
80s were beautiful. 90s were decent, early until it was horrible. You don't talk about shredding in like mid-90s. You don't do it.
No,
so
grunge was it.
It's like a renaissance right now. I call it a shred surgeons.
Yeah, there you go. You can work shred into anything.
You really can. It's kind of frightening. So that's actually your first guitar. Do you still have it?
Oh yeah, I have all my.
Do you want to sell it?
Oh no.
You want to donate to Masters of Shred?
Yeah. It's probably worth like 10 cents. It's all banged up. Like you'd have to pay somebody to take it. Like.
I wish I didn't sell my first guitar. I really blew it.
Oh, you sold your first guitar?
I sold my first one and I bought it for $60. It was a West Tone. West Tone with that 80s brand that Trevor Rabin of Yes had a West Tone signature, but I took my finish off, sanded it to bare wood, glossed it to black backing wood. I bought it in quarters. The guy who bought the guitar looked like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. And it was a really weird thing because I tipped him like $5. He goes, "Are you serious, kid?" Anyway, this isn't about me, but I know where that guitar is. I sold it to a kid I went to high school with. If you have it, please find it in your heart and sell it back to me. I would take it just for the memories. I have one humbucker like Eddie's. Okay, let's talk about you now.
Okay.
All right, let's get back into this.
That is a good story, though.
So you still have that?
Oh yeah. I have like my first 4 or 5 guitars still.
Lucky you. Never had to sell any, huh?
No. Well, I've had to sell some, but they were ones that I wasn't super emotionally attached to. But I leave all of my like memorable guitars that I don't play anymore at my parents' house, and they're just like hanging up on the wall in there. That it just gives me like special feelings whenever I go back home. And those things will never leave my
So your parents have like furniture as artwork?
Pretty much.
Guitars could be artwork. Let's be real here. I don't know people have artwork pictures. You can have a guitar. It's amazing, and you do that. That's okay. That's pretty good. Hey everybody, it is Derek, aka Mr. Shred with Masters of the Shred, and I want to thank you for tuning into part 1 of our first new episode to a new season of Talking Shred, featuring the SHREDSATIONal Alyssa Day. We decided to break this interview into 2 parts because simply I cannot find the time to edit it the way I'd like to and get it out to you as quickly as you'd probably like. So we're gonna put out part 2 either next couple days or this time next week, and trust me, you are not gonna want to miss that. But in the meantime, if you like this video as much as I did making it, then I strongly urge you to click the like button and hit the bell so you're notified when part 2 drops, as well as some more epically SHREDSATIONal shows that we have in store for you guys. And of course, subscribe to our channel because that shows us that you care and have a passion for shred as much as we do, and we can continue to bring you the most SHREDSATIONal content on the market. But in the meantime, I do also want to let you know that if you like Masters of Shred past Talking Shred and you'd like to maybe rock the brand, then I strongly suggest you check out our website at www.mastersofshred.com. I'll put the link in the caption below, and you can pick up one of our SHREDSATIONal merch Dare to Shred shirts, or maybe you're a big coffee drinker like me and you would like one of our exclusive Masters of Shred mugs, which as you'll see there, many will play, few will shred. Ain't that the truth? But you all shred. We already know that. And also, don't forget to check out Alyssa's Instagram and follow her there at alyssaj.day. And also, she gives lessons. So DM her if you would like some lessons and take your shred skill set to the next level, so they say. So thank you again for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for part 2. You can follow me at Mr. Shred Official on Instagram and at Masters of Shred. You guys rock. Looking forward to seeing you for part 2.